Your body is not declining, it is changing, and there is a difference. After 60, the body is no longer asking to be pushed harder, it's asking to be understood more deeply. This stage of life brings wisdom, experience, and emotional depth, but it also brings a quieter body, one that responds best to consistency rather than intensity. Nourishment becomes less about control and more about relationship. Every time you eat or drink, you're sending your body a message. You're either telling it to hurry, to perform, to keep up, or you're telling it that it's safe, supported, and respected. So many people believe wellness at this age requires complicated plans or strict rules, but the truth is simpler and gentler. The body after 60 thrives on warmth, rhythm, and familiarity. It wants foods that are easy to recognize, easy to digest, and emotionally comforting. That's why small, intentional habits matter more now than big, dramatic changes. A daily ritual, repeated with care, can calm the nervous system in ways no extreme solution ever could. Honey fits into this idea not because it is powerful, but because it is kind. It doesn't shock the body. It doesn't demand adjustment. It blends in quietly, offering a sense of steadiness. When used thoughtfully, it becomes part of a conversation with your body, one that says, "I'm listening." That conversation is what supports circulation, energy, and overall comfort over time. Not force, not pressure, just attention. As we age, many of us become disconnected from our own needs. We eat quickly, drink cold beverages out of habit, and move through our days without checking in with how we actually feel. Gentle nourishment helps rebuild that connection. Taking a moment in the morning to consume something warm and familiar can signal the body to wake up without stress. It tells the heart, the gut, and the mind that there's no rush, no emergency, no threat. This sense of safety matters deeply. When the body feels rushed or tense, it conserves energy. When it feels calm, it circulates more freely, physically and emotionally. Over time, these small signals add up: better comfort, better mood, a greater sense of being at home in your own skin. After 60, nourishment is no longer just about nutrients. It's about how food makes you feel emotionally. It's about dignity, self-care, and choosing to treat your body as a partner rather than a problem. When you approach daily habits with patience and compassion, the body responds in its own quiet way. That's what world-class wellness looks like at this stage of life. Not chasing youth, not fearing change, but honoring the body you have now, one gentle choice at a time. After 60, intimacy changes, but it doesn't disappear. What fades for many people is not desire, but ease. The ease of feeling relaxed in your body, the ease of being present without self-judgment, the ease of letting closeness happen naturally instead of worrying about how it's supposed to look. At this stage of life, intimacy becomes less about physical urgency and more about emotional flow, and that flow begins with attention. Circulation, in the truest sense, isn't just about the body, it's about awareness. Where your attention goes, your body follows. When attention is scattered, rushed, or burdened by pressure, the body tightens. When attention is calm, patient, and kind, the body softens. This is why intimacy after 60 thrives in environments of safety rather than expectation. Many people carry quiet worries as they age. Worries about attractiveness, about responsiveness, about disappointing a partner or feeling disconnected from themselves. These worries don't live only in the mind, they live in the body. They slow breathing, tense muscles, and create distance. Intimacy doesn't fade because the body is incapable. It fades because the nervous system is overwhelmed. This is where daily habits matter. When you practice slowing down, whether through warm nourishment, gentle routines, or mindful pauses, you're teaching your body that it doesn't need to brace itself. That lesson carries into every form of connection. Touch feels less demanding. Eye contact feels safer. Presence becomes possible again. After 60, intimacy is no longer about proving anything. It's about sharing space. Sitting close without rushing the moment, listening without trying to fix, touching without expectation. These moments restore a sense of circulation that's emotional before it's physical. When emotional circulation returns, physical responsiveness often follows, not as a performance, but as a natural response to feeling seen and accepted. Attention is the quiet currency of intimacy. When you give yourself permission to care for your body gently, you also give yourself permission to receive care from another person. That mutual softness builds trust, and trust is what allows closeness to deepen with age rather than diminish. True intimacy later in life is slower, warmer, and more intentional. It's built in small moments, shared meals, calm conversations, unhurried evenings. It grows when the body feels supported instead of judged, when the mind is allowed to rest instead of evaluate. After 60, intimacy becomes less about what the body can do and more about how the body feels. When attention circulates freely without fear, without pressure, connection becomes richer, more honest, and deeply fulfilling. This is not a loss, it's a transformation.